And now it's time for our listening and reading practice. आप एक कहानी सुनेंगे, आप खुद भी पढ़ सकते हैं, टेक्स्ट आपके सामने आएगा, उस पर बेस्ड कुछ क्वेश्चंस आएंगे बाद में, और पूरे टेक्स्ट में जो कुछ वर्ड्स मुझे लगता है कुछ डिफिकल्ट से हैं, उनके मीनिंग्स आएंगे एंड में. सो ऑल द बेस्ट, लेट्स बिगिन. The Stranger in the Storm. Meera had always loved the monsoon season, but this storm was unlike any she had seen before. The wind howled through the trees, and the rain poured in thick sheets, making it nearly impossible to see beyond a few feet. She sat in her small tea shop at the edge of the highway, waiting for the storm to pass. Just as she was about to close for the night, the door creaked open, and a tall, cloaked figure stepped in, dripping wet. His face was hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat. "A cup of tea, please," he said in a deep voice. Meera hesitated for a moment before nodding. She poured the tea and placed it before him. "Traveling in the storm?" she asked. The man nodded but said nothing. He took slow sips of his tea while staring out into the darkness. Something about him made Meera uneasy, but she pushed her fears aside. As she cleaned the counter, she noticed something. His hands were trembling, and then she saw it. A deep cut on his arm, fresh and bleeding. "You're hurt," she exclaimed. The man sighed. "It's nothing, just an accident on the road." Meera was convinced. Meera wasn't convinced. She grabbed a clean cloth and some antiseptic. "Hold still," she said, gently wrapping his wound. For the first time, the man looked directly at her. His eyes were filled with exhaustion and gratitude. "Thank you," he murmured. Just then, a loud siren pierced the night. A police jeep stopped outside, and 2 officers rushed in. "Have you seen a man in a dark cloak?" one of them asked. "There's been a robbery nearby." Meera turned to look at her guest, but to her shock, the chair was empty. The teacup was still there, still warm, but the man had vanished. The back door swung slightly, as if it had been just opened. The officers exchanged glances. "He must have escaped," one muttered. They hurried out into the storm. Meera stood frozen, staring at the empty chair. Had she just helped a criminal? Or was he something else? She would never know. But one thing was certain: he had left without taking anything except a bandage and a cup of kindness. And now it's time for our questions. और अब कुछ वर्ड्स, फ्रेजेस या इडियम्स जो मुझे लगता है आपको जानना ज़रूरी है. आई होप दिस हेल्प्स. टेक केयर.